Hey guys, how are you? So I wanted to share with you several new announcements that Glide made recently, actually this last week, this September. So there are a bunch of things and we're going to cover those pretty quickly here. So the first thing I want to cover is that now we have here, if we go to our data, we can add here a new Glide table. So instead of having your data in the spreadsheet, in your Google spreadsheet, you can have this in your Glide table. And then in the next few days, you will be able to import or export the information that you have in your Glide table. This works because then the 25,000 limit that we had with Google Sheets is gone. And then the computations are done much faster. So in this case, you can see that I created a tab, a table called booking. So this is the first thing. The second thing that we have is that we can now do math with dates. What does that mean? That we can calculate, like in this case, how many days. So we can count days, years, time, whatever, right? So in this template that you have access to, I just added for when editing your profile, your birthday. So if we go to our data, to our profiles tab, you see here that I have my birth date, right? And then I can do math. With the math column, I can play around with those dates. So the first thing I did is calculate how many days from my birthday to today. Then this is a now column, a now value that Glide creates. So it's not pointing to any column in our sheet. It's just the now value. So now I know how many days I'm old. Then, of course, I can, this isn't like normal math, right? I'm converting these to years. Then I have, let's say the average lifespan is 88 years. So I added how many years I've left. And then I put all of that data in a table so I can see how many days I've left. So second thing, we can do math with data. The third thing, very cool thing, actually the next two are the best, is that we have a date picker. Now, originally, you would use the normal date picker to, actually, it's event picker. I should rename this button, event picker. And then, so originally we just had the date picker, so you just chose a date, but you couldn't have like a normal event. So I created this form here. So you click that form, and you see the first component I have is the event picker. Now, if I go over here, I can see that this is writing whatever event I create in this form in the booking tab. Then I have start date, end date, name, description. So when I click this component, the map comes up. And then I can select here and select the time slot I want to use. Now this is great for a lot of you that have apps where you want your clients to book time with you, or where you have, I don't know, consultants selling access or time to their calendar, then this event picker is fantastic. So in this case, I chose today from 4 to 6. Then I will add title, this event, and then I can add a description as well. So I click submit. Now, down here, you can see that I created a relation, an inline list pointing to my booking tab. And actually just now I'm going to filter so that I will only see my own events, right? The events that I'm making are the only ones that I will be able to see. And then let's rename this. And the final thing, fantastic thing as well, is that now let's go to the detailed view, right? So you see, again, I put this dates in a table. Then we have this button. If I go to features, the action is show sharing options, and the data will be linked to current screen. So what that means is this link, it doesn't work in the builder though, it works in the app. When you click this, it will give you the link to this actual screen. So now you can share that link and people will come to this screen, not to the app. Previously, we're just sharing the link to our apps. Now, with this new feature, you can share these specific screens. So you have a Yelp-like app, I don't know, like an Airbnb style or even masterclass, where you have different items in your app, you can add this button that will share this specific screen. So when you send this link to somebody else, instead of just getting into the app, they will get here. Now, of course, if you have a password protected app or public with email, then first your users will need to log in, and then they will be able to get to the screen. But this is a fantastic way to share specific stuff inside of the app. So hope you enjoy it. You can copy this template to play around with it, and have a great weekend.